History has always been a huge part of my life. So my teacher, Brother Ivan, he's really influenced me to be more of a historian, an archaeologist, and to just really appreciate where we came from and how everything began. So.
My favorite subject is Islamic studies because our teacher, Miss Naima, is honestly one of the best teachers the school could ever have. She helped a lot with life and everything, so yeah, Islamic studies all the way.
My favorite subject is art because Miss Naima has like taught me a whole lot of ways to make your art better, and not only like visually but like mentally, because art, it has so many different meanings, and the way that she taught me, it like brought so much improvements to my art and into my life. So really.
My favorite subject is definitely Islamic studies because it's really interesting and we learn a lot from Miss Naima and we all love her.
My favorite subject, I guess, would be science. It's interests me, all the different things you can do.
I'd have to say my favorite subject would be lunch, if that counts as a subject, because it fills me with happiness.
My favorite subject would probably be Islamic studies because ever since 6th grade, ever since I entered the school, it's always been a huge part of my life, and I've been able to incorporate those lessons into my daily life, not just in school and my education.
Favorite subject is English because we've had so much fun in English. It's been crazy. We've been through a lot of teachers too, and it's just been a blast.
My favorite class is art because we have a lot of fun and we get to do things that we don't usually get to do.
My favorite subject is probably Islamic studies because Miss Naima, she would always go in depth and she would always tell us what's right and what's wrong. And because of her, we all know how to live our lives.
My favorite subject is Islamic studies because no matter what you do in your future, you should know what your religion's about. That's what makes you you. That's what defines you as a Muslim.
My favorite subject is English because the teacher is really cool and I feel like we're learning a lot, but also having fun.
My favorite class would be fine art since I love art and I also love paintings and expressing my ideas with painting, and I always had a passion for art.
My favorite subject was history, and it's mainly because all the teachers that we had for history made it fun, and we also learned a lot at the same time.
My favorite subject is physics because Brother Talha is cool.
My favorite subject would probably be math, not only because it's my favorite subject, but I've had a wonderful teacher help me progress through it.
I think my favorite memory is helping the teachers every day. I really like to help people, and that's really what I like to do, and helping others is my thing, I guess.
My favorite memory is when we went to New Orleans because that's the only time we had like a 2-day field trip. Like we stayed over there, and it was like one of the best trips I've ever had.
I've been going to Darul Urqum for more than 12 years now. So my favorite memory is not just one memory, but the fact that all of the interactions we have with their teachers, the way they talk to us, the way they teach us, the way they care about us, that's my favorite memory.
My favorite memory is when we won 3rd place in Miss Bowl for Miss 2017.
My favorite memory was, meeting all the different people in this school and getting to know them.
So my favorite memory would be when I joined the art club since I love art in general, and I also love helping people that need help with art.
My favorite memory in school is the senior trip to IHUB. We had a lot of fun and made a lot of memories.
My favorite memory is when we painted the mural in 8th grade. That was really fun and it was precious. to us.
My favorite memory would probably be last year whenever we were prepping for MIST with my Nasheed girls, and every day we would laugh and have fun, and we ended up winning first place, so that was really exciting for us.
My favorite memory is not one in specific. This class means so much more to me than just a group of people. They're my second family and they've always been there since day one.
My favorite memory was 2 years ago in the teachers versus students basketball game when Brother Sharif was guarding me and I hit him with the in and out crossover and he fell to the floor. And the whole crowd went crazy and I hit the three. It was special.
My favorite memory was when I was in Brother Ivan's class and I was leaning the chair back a little too far and I fell over. And then everybody started laughing at me. I'm okay now, but yeah, I'd say that's probably the best memory here in the UA.
My favorite memory is during MIST on the bus when we're all together and we're just really happy. We're all excited to go and compete.
My favorite memory in DUA is when in second grade I was running to the gym with some pizza and I think some girl either tripped me over or fell. I fell and I, face planted and got a pebble stuck in my head. Mark's still here.
So my favorite memory is probably when I moved here 3 years ago from New York, and everyone was literally the most nicest people in the world. They made me feel like a family, made me feel really comfortable, and I was probably like the best thing that's ever happened.
Now, my favorite memory of DUA, there's a lot of them, but my favorite ones that stand out is when we went to Austin. I really enjoyed being around, new art stuff.
My favorite memory from DUA is one time me and my friends were playing a basketball match and I had made this half-court shot. It was like it was something I've been trying for a long time, and it was like the best moment out of my career, I guess you could say, for basketball in DUA.
Pops and Mom, I just want to thank y'all for putting me in a good school, and now I'm on my way to college, and I just want to thank the school for raising us right, I want to thank all my beautiful classmates. They've been there since day one. But yeah, man, I'm just happy that we're leaving, and I love you, Pops. I love you, Mom, and I forgot to turn the stove off. So can you, But yeah,
I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, for always being there for me, for always supporting me, even when I made the wrong decision. I know that they'll always be there for me no matter where I go or what I do. So thank you.
I would like to thank my family. I have a really big family and I love all of them. I would like to thank the teachers and my friends and everything they've done for me.
I want to thank my parents for bringing me such a great school, a school that has such a great environment for us Muslims.
I would like to thank my parents for being the role models that they are and for supporting me. They're literally the best parents in the world. I would love to thank my family for always giving me the laughs, the hugs, the whenever I'm sad, and for just being there for me. And then I would love to thank my second family, my classmates, because we've been through a lot together, from down, from happy, and I just wouldn't be here without them. So thank you.
I want to thank both of my parents for everything, my siblings as well, and all the friends that I've had through the years, the teachers, and I'm ready for the next experience.
I want to thank my parents for supporting me in all my endeavors, and I want to thank anyone who has ever helped me in this school or out.
I'd like to thank my parents for always loving and supporting me through everything, and my sister for being a great role model. And I'd like to thank my classmates for always making me laugh and being there for me, and all my teachers that helped me this year.
I'd like to thank my parents for bringing me to this one-of-a-kind school. I'd like to thank my classmates for welcoming me here. They're like my second family here. I'd like to thank my whole family for supporting me in everything I do.
I would like to thank my family for all the support and love they've given me. And I'd also like to thank my classmates for always being there for me.
I want to thank my parents for always being there with me. Even with all the trouble I've caused, and I've caused a lot of it, they've always been by my side. And I want to thank my classmates and my friends. They're like a family to me, and without them, I wouldn't be who I am.
I want to thank my parents for raising me. I know I was not an easy child to raise. And I want to thank my classmates because they're awesome.
I thank everyone that's supported me throughout these years and helped me throughout all my problems. And without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Firstly, I'd like to thank my classmates. Without them, I wouldn't be able to make it through this year. They're like a family to me, and they always will be. And secondly, I'd like to thank my family, my cousins, Abdullah and Huda, especially for making these 4 years of high school very memorable. And then lastly, I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me through everything I do, and I know that they'll always be there for me. Thank you.
I want to thank my family for always being there for me no matter what I went through, and I want to thank my classmates and my friends because they've shaped me to be the person that I am today. And I want to thank in specific Miss Naima because she has always been there for me ever since 6th grade, and she shaped me to be the person that I am today, and she's always been there for me and never judged me for the way that I am.
First of all, I would like to thank my parents for always having my back and supporting me in everything that I do. Sometimes I don't listen, sometimes I, do things that they don't like, and they still support me and they've always been there for me, so thank you. I love you guys. And then thank you to my sister for always being on my case. She's done my project, she's helped me with school, she helped me with all my college applications and everything. She's probably one of the best sisters. And then thank you to all my classmates, my friends, and they're like my second family when I come to school.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
I want to thank my family and friends, especially my parents. They've always been there for me to teach me what's right from what's wrong. And I want to say thank you.
Thank you from class of 2018! Woo!